you can see, they're still pulling out dead branches all here. The park was closed for about a month, she said, because of all the damage from the hurricane. And there is some substantial damage, lots of areas where there's no trees at all. Hi, I'm Jill.
And I'm John.
And we're the Geezers on the Go.
Go, go, go.
This time we're at Mistletoe State Park along the shores of one of North America's largest man-made lakes, covering 72,000 acres on the Georgia-South Carolina border. The park is near Appling, Georgia, just northwest of Augusta, and depending on where you're from, the lake is either called Clark's Hill Lake by those from Georgia or Lake Strom-Thurmond by the people from South Carolina. Mistletoe was opened in 1970 and has 93 sites, most with water and electric, and just 4 with full hookups. It's also got 10 cabins, 1 fisherman's camp, and 3 boat ramps scattered around its 2,000 acres.
The lake, whatever you want to call it, was formed by a mammoth hydroelectric dam, and you know us and dams, we had to pay a visit. We'll also tour some pretty stark hurricane damage that closed a lot of parks in the area, including Wildwood, which was our original choice. And finally, let's go fishing. Notice I said fishing, not catching. No fish in this frog pond.
We're here at Mistletoe State Park in Appling, Georgia, which is pretty close to the South Carolina border. The campground is on what's called Clark's Hill Lake. It's a very big lake, over 70,000 acres, and we're in site number 9, which the ranger at the front desk in the office said that this is the primo site because it's a nice pull through. It has water and electric. Excuse me. The people are trying to clean up around here, so you might hear some truck noises. They're moving branches and tree trunks. But anyway, it's a very pretty site. It's right here at the end of a finger. And we also have right here is, if we want, we can dump our gray water right here. So that's sort of convenient. Get out your little trolley and do that. It goes down here to the end to this is, I think, 9. We were 9. There's 10, 11, and 12. But the weird thing about this end here is once we come out of this pull through, it's not an easy turnaround. We're probably going to have to back out, go up, back in, and then turn around because they don't give you very much space to turn around to go back out again. But we'll manage. There's our trailer right there. We're site number 9 there, and we come down the hill. There's John fishing. There's a nice little cove here right behind us. Well, we're down there, and if you just walk down to the end of our little loop here, it looks like a nice little beach. I said we'd probably need some surf shoes because it's a little rocky in the shells. But you could easily bring the kids or down here and sit and go swimming on a nicer day. It's a little chilly here. It's still January.
Well, we're just coming into our loop now. This is site 1. We're going by. There's sites on both sides of the road here.
Clearing out more trees there.
Yeah. Site 3. Those sites up when you first come in, they have full hookups, right?
Yeah.
And the rest are just water and electric. But you can see a lot of downed trees down there in the gully. This is site 6. back in Site 7. And this is Site 8 right here. And we're just about to pull in behind our trailer. We're taking a little tour around the loop now. This is just up from where our campsite is. Beautiful view of the lake from this one. This is number 15. And pull through on the other side. Yeah, 17. We just went by. That's sort of the end of this little cove here. And we're going around another little loop here.
Lots of nooks and crannies here. See some of the downed trees here.
Yeah. An awful lot of hurricane damage from Helene here. This is 24. It's a real nice spot for a small rig.
There's a couple of smaller spots over here.
Yeah, these look a little bit shorter. 26, 27.
A little long.
Yeah, that's a real pretty spot too, and doesn't look too hard to get down to the lake. We've got some kayaks here for rent.
And there's also little boat launches too.
Some pretty blue kayaks, if you prefer blue. A couple of geese out there sitting at the end of this little boat ramp. Number 57. And if I had a tent, I'd put it right down there on that second tier. And yep.
And then this one has a little cabin.
This is 58. This is a little cabin here. The little terrace down below. Pretty cool. I like the way they did that. This is 64. It's another pull-through. They do have a lot of pull-throughs in this campground, which is nice. This is 65, another pull-through. This area is very heavily wooded. Another big site, 69, big pull-through. But some of the evidence of the hurricane is very close to some of these campsites. Site 75. Site 76 right here is open. If you want it, come get it.
This is Site 82. I just had to get out and look at it because it's a big pull-through, but it's right on the lake. But I'm not sure what this little observation area is here. You can sit over here at your picnic table. You can come up here and get a bird's eye view of the lake, down to the cove, and down into here, and then there's steps to take you back down to the lake.
This is Site 89. We're getting toward the end here. 90. '92. And Site 93. Is that the last one, Jill?
Yeah.
That's the last site in the park. All open. Come on down.
We're in the area where it says it's cottages 6 through 10, and although this cottage looks really nice, I think it's a little bit before somebody comes back and stays here, because they're still doing a lot of cleanup here from the hurricane. It looks like they have quite a number of trees that came down. And the beach area has trees down on it still, but it looks like a very comfortable cabin.
Got a few more cabins over here. It's number 9. work on that one. That's cabin 8. Cabin 7. And it looks like they're fixing the roof on that one down there, which I guess would be cabin 6. These are cabins 1 through 5, and they're right on the lake as well. Nice looking modern cabins. Somebody's down there doing some work on that one down below, I think. And they have a little playground up here. So, yeah, nice place to spend a weekend. This is, they call this the Fisherman's Cabin. And down below there's a dock, and it says on the sign for the Fisherman's Cabin only. And this is the cabin. Would be quite a setup there, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'd love to, yeah.
This is the rather steep descent to the main boat launch here at the park.
For a place here, if you don't have a life jacket, they have a little thing here you can borrow one.
Yep. They do that down here. I've seen it in other places. I think it's a pretty cool thing.
It looks like they're putting the dock back in.
Repairing it or something. Looks like they've got a like a little floating dock here that they're putting the top back on.
The other one probably got blown away.
They're hard at work. It's fun to watch other people work.
This is the bigger boat launch area. There is one little one in the campground. This is very nice boat launch. Looks like you could at least get 2 boats coming and going right there. It's all sort of paved and gravelly, and it goes right down into the water pretty far, so you wouldn't have any trouble launching your boat. There's the little house that we saw them building a little while ago by the boat launch, and now they're moving it somewhere. Don't know where they're going, but it's on its way. Made it to the beach area. I thought this was maybe a concession stand, but it's actually a little get-together house. It's called the Beach House. And it has a deck, and the lady said that they have get-togethers here and you can stay overnight. And then it comes right down here to this beautiful beach. This sandy beach. There's picnic tables all around, and there's restrooms up there, and also a little playground. Let's go walk down to the beach. The beach basically looks like in season it's a swim at your own risk, but it's a nice sandy beach, and they have some little guards out there so if you don't go too far. And it looks like a volleyball nets over there, but a very pretty setting, and picnic tables in the trees that's left. This wasn't our intended destination at first, was it, John?
No, it wasn't. We got the place we were going to go to, Wildwood, got closed down by the hurricane, and they're still shut down.
Yeah, they were a county park. Mistletoe is a state park. It's just about maybe 10 miles away, and it's a really beautiful park. I'm kind of glad we're here, but I haven't seen any mistletoe.
No, well, the ranger said the hurricane blew it all away.
Yeah, but they've done a nice job here cleaning up. They were closed for about a month or more after the Hurricane Helene, and you can see a lot of the devastation. There's tons and tons of trees down. It really blew down a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I imagine a lot of guys have worn out a lot of chainsaws getting this place ready.
But it's a beautiful park. It has a couple different loops, and most of the sites are right along the water here. This is called Clark's Hill Lake.
Well, it's Clark's Hill Lake when you're in Georgia.
Yeah.
When you're in South Carolina, it's called Strom-Thurmond Reservoir.
Yeah, we're right sort of on the North Carolina-Georgia border, but it's supposed to be the biggest man-made lake east of
Yeah.
the Mississippi.
It's
So
75,000 acres.
something like that, yeah.
And it's a big bass lake. They have lots of tournaments here. As a matter of fact, we did drive over to Wildwood, and they have the boat launch open at Wildwood, and there were just cars parked everywhere.
Yeah, a lot of boat traffic
They obviously,
over there.
yeah.
And they must have a lot of tournaments because they had that big tournament board where they weigh in things and a Hall of Fame for big bass catches.
Yeah.
And they also have a big striped bass in this lake too.
And we took a trip down one day to the dam just to see it because we were told how impressive it is, and it is a big, impressive dam.
But you can only sort of see it from one side of the area because of the hurricane. There's a lot of COE campgrounds on this lake, and all of them are closed because of the hurricane damage. But you can go on the South Carolina side and go along the dam and have lunch and just have a look out.
They have a big park there open by the hydroelectric facility.
Right. And this park, I said, there's lots to do here. There's not a lot of the trails are open because of the hurricane, but there's a big beach area. They have villas, and it's just a really pretty atmosphere. Strom-Thurmond West End Dam is about 10 miles from the campground. It was built by the Army Corps of Engineers across the Savannah River in 1952 as a flood control and hydroelectric project. The dam formed a 72,000-acre lake that's since become a fishing mecca with largemouth bass, stripers, catfish, and all kinds of panfish. And, by the way, very few alligators, if any. Plus, it looks like sailors are having some fun here too, with a bit of a regatta.
We're heading into the park we were originally going to stay in now, Wildwood. Looks like they got it open, so we're just going to take a quick look, hopefully, and see what it looks like. See what we missed. So it turns out that the campground in this park is still closed. Probably won't open until maybe March, but they do have some limited
Boat launch.
amenities open, like the boat launch. So we're going to just take a drive down in and see what it looks like. Looks like they've removed quite a bit of debris from the park here, wouldn't you say? Big piles of logs and limbs and roots and branches, all kinds of stuff. Well, the boat launch appears to be the only thing open in the park at this time, and there's plenty of folks down here. Jill was wondering if maybe there was a fishing tournament here, and I don't know, there might be. That's a lot of boats and trailers. Either that or it's just a nice Saturday and people are going fishing.
We'll have to put it on our list for next time again.
Well, there's the launch. One of them. Some nice docks set up here for people. Oh, there's another launch. I think there's yet another launch down there. Well, this might just be the primo boat launch in the area. That's why there's so many people here. So, it looks like it's time to pack up the rods and reels and head for the next frog pond. Glad you could wet a line with us, and as always, we'll see you down the road.
Stop, stop!